Here we have a 1999 BMW 5 Series. This being the E39 Wagon variant. And I think that this is the best car that money can buy. So why do I think that? Why do I think that this is the best car money can buy? Well, obviously, it's not the most expensive. This is a 1999 version. It's the 528. So it actually uses the same engine as my E36. It's not an expensive car, but the amount of engineering and the amount of car that you get for the money for these is, I think, absolutely unbeatable. In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit around the outside of this one. This is owned by my friend Sam. He's only just purchased it. Then I'm talking a little bit about the interior, a little bit about the history of the E39 and the powertrain. Very exciting. And then I might take you on a little drive as well. So, the exterior. This is one of BMW's more understated designs. Obviously, we know what they look like nowadays with the gigantic grills and all sorts. This is a pre-facelift model, so it's got the amber indicators and it is an SE, so it has the less interesting front bumper. I still think it looks really good. Granted, yes, it probably would be improved by the sport kit, but I do prefer the pre-facelift to the facelift. Coming round, you'll have to excuse it. Isn't in the cleanest condition, but this is all part of the charm. You've got BMW mud flaps. You've got the optional extra style 49 wheels, which I think are really nice. I mean, and the rest of it, well, this is the best bit here. It's a wagon. This is by far, I think, by far superior to the saloon. Not to put the saloon down. I think that's really nice as well, but the wagon is what specifically makes this the best kind of car. And now, the back of the car, where the business end is. So, as I keep saying, this is the Touring. I think this is the best designed back of a car that BMW has done. This has been de-wipered, which means I can't open the hatch glass. That is an option on these, but I can open the main door, rear door. One amazing thing about this, here, you're gonna wanna come and see this. If I open this up, how many BMWs have you seen with the entire toolkit all there, including the BMW cloth? I haven't seen many of those. But yes, all very nice, bit of duct tape there. And yeah, it's just a very reliable, very big wagon. This is going to be taken to Germany soon, so all that space is going to be used. This does have parking sensors, they don't work. Let's go look in the inside now. Moving to the interior of the 528, this one has cruise, I think they all do. This one is a manual, which is very rare with these, especially a manual Touring. For those who like a more spirited driving experience, very good. This one has Apple CarPlay in it, which is very good. There is one downside on the interior of these E39s, and it involves this little screen here. I don't know if you can see or not, but all the pixels are completely and utterly toast. That can be fixed. It's a 20, 30 pound part, and then it's back to working again. You have lovely leather seats, and if you get a more premium model, you can get heated seats, you can get all sorts. Obviously a little bit more money, but this is why the E39 is so amazing. I'm now sat in the back of the E39, and as you can see, I have this driver's seat where I would sit, and there's lots of room for my knees and for my head. Granted, I'm not the tallest bloke on earth, but if you were taller than me, you would still have room. What else have we got for amenities back here? Electric windows, that's handy. An armrest, that's nice. Oh, there's some heating vents. See? I don't think they're attached, but we've definitely got them. Pop that back in there. And of course, a little pocket for your AA map. Other than that, very comfortable for your family, very comfortable for children, and very comfortable on long trips. So if you go away with your friends, you can get all of their luggage in the back and you can get all of their bodies in the cabin. Thumbs up for the interior. Moving to the front of the car, I will open the bonnet and show you guys this lovely 2.8 litre engine. Now, this one, whilst I did say at the start of the video was the same engine as my E36, I actually told a bit of a lie. Whilst it is still an M52 B28, this is the technical update, so it's got double Vanos on it, which means it's got a little bit more low-end torque and a little bit less up-end power. But still, people are flabbergasted when they pull away from the lights in this absolute speed demon. Granted, it's not the V8 that some of these came with. This is one of the better engines, as it's the largest 6-cylinder offered. Here we are, out in the lovely 528, and it does drive, and I mean this, lovely. Now, having the manual transmission, as I mentioned earlier, is an absolute must for these. I know a lot of people will go, well, I like an auto because it's a big luxury barge. But as everyone knows, having a manual transmission makes you a little bit more in tune with the car. Now, it's not the sportiest ride, granted, being the size it is, but it certainly holds the road really well. And this is when BMW were in an era of making all of their cars, regardless of how luxurious, have an element of sportiness to them. You know what they always say about BMW? The ultimate driving machine. I would probably, myself, get a smaller steering wheel, but then I would lose the cruise control. But all in all, I mean, this car was purchased in Exeter and driven back up here towards London and returned 26 miles to the gallon on the motorway with cruise control on. Now, even modern cars, especially larger modern cars, are not going to be able to do much better than that. And they're not going to have the solid reliability of the 6-cylinder in this car. The low-down torque will never be matched by a 4-cylinder. And also, when you've got a car like this, you want a 6-cylinder, come on, or a V8 maybe. And when you want to put your foot down, this engine has got more than enough power to really get you out of trouble. It has no problem moving this barge along. I will say, I wouldn't want to spend too much time with it if it was a 518. But all in all, a very lovely driving experience. I could spend hours behind this wheel. Everything works, other than the what we spoke about earlier. But AC works. Obviously you've got Apple CarPlay in here, which is an upgrade, but all the windows work, all the gauges work. There's no warning lights on the dashboard. What more could you want? Let me know in the comments how much you think this sold for, how much you think my friend paid for it, because I think you'll be surprised. So all in all, satire aside, I really do think that this is a really good car for the money. I mean, everyone that you say, I bought an E39 to, they go, yeah, nice, that was a good buy. And it doesn't matter what engine you have. If you have the 540, great. If you have a 518, cool, okay, maybe not as fast as the 540, but I think that car enthusiasts, no matter what you're into, can look at an E39 and go, yeah, that was a good purchase. That's a good looking car with some good engine options, good gearboxes, reliable, and say, you've done a good job there. That was worth the money, whatever you paid. Well, if you've enjoyed this, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you've liked the video, please do click the like button. I do appreciate that as well. And finally, do subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.
Say yoo-hoo!
Go like here. Woohoo! Opening the, ooh. Just rearranging my microphone. Also in the back of the BMW, there are 2 ashtrays for when your children want to have a cigarette.